Hey guys, it's Omer from MMOs.com and do a quick first impressions gameplay video for Arcfall, a buy-to-play MMORPG developed and published by Neojac Entertainment. I spent about 10 to 15 minutes running around checking the schematics comments. If you guys do want to play Arcfall or just learn more about it, do check the whole review on MMOs.com on the link below. So let's get started right now. We are on our character creator. It is a buy-to-play game. It launched on Steam in May of 2017 into early access. There's not too much we can play with over here. Character models look a little bit blocky, kind of like maybe WoW-ish to a degree. Anyway, let's go name our character and jump right in. It's worth mentioning that this game was inspired by classics like Ultima Online, old school RuneScape, so you could have some of the hardcore elements found in games like that, as well as games like Shroud of the Avatar. But let's go jump in and see what it's all about. One of the many port towns along, we're in Port Taronga. As you know, an old school inspired MMORPG, it's worth mentioning that it's got, pretty much open PvP. It's considered a hardcore MMORPG. It's a full loot MMORPG, meaning when you die, you do drop everything you have on you. So that's pretty hardcore. But I suspect, the gear won't be like raid gear, or the things you can drop, will be expendable. Anyway, you got some point and click gameplay. You can't move with WSAD or with the arrow keys. You got point and click. Let's talk with Norman, the captain, and let's go talk to you. What's up, dude? Accept. All right. Have you got those stones yet? I don't know, bro. I clicked accept without reading like most people do. And we gotta bring this guy some rocks. This guy loves rocks. So man, we start with nothing. Man, that is hardcore. Can we get a weapon? We gotta pick up these rocks over here. Let's grab them. Hold on, there's a rock right there, and we're mining it by not even looking at it. I love it. So actually our gathering skill actually increases when we do this. So much like Ultima, much like Shroud of the Avatar, and much even like Legends of Aria, previously called Shards Online, you have a skill-based system, so there are no classes. You notice we didn't pick a class at the beginning either. So when we could gather some rocks, I think the guy wanted, 10 rocks or so. But regardless, we're getting skill for doing this too. The whole crafting element of the game is a pretty key component. If you ever played old school Ultima, crafting and player-driven economy stuff was a huge part of the game. And clearly games like Legends of Aria are also trying to recapture that, as is Albion Online. There's a brown chicken over there. I can punch the crap out of that guy. Let's get a couple more rocks first for our quest. We're quest players over here. I can try punching him after too. Why not, But you are gaining skill every time you do it. And I actually kind of like that because you don't have a traditional class system. You can kind of build your character the way you want. So you can mix like maybe some sword play with some magery, with some thieving. And I'm sure there's a skill cap as well to how much you can, so you can't learn everything. We'll kill this brown chicken. Guy hits like, we got him. We punch for 6. Do we gain like punching skill or wrestling skill? Or will the game have like oh man, that chicken dodged. Holy, this chicken is hardcore. Just, oh man, 3 in a row. 4 in a row. We're gonna get 5? I couldn't do 5. We did 5 damage though. I want to see if we can, let's see my skill menu over here too actually. So we have hard strike. I have swordsmanship. So if I use a sword, I can use these. What are my other skills right now? I guess up means I'm trying to gain. Lock means I'm not going to gain. Down means I want to lose that skill. And the purpose of that is, I guess, when you reach your skill, your cap for the skill, you want to, if you want to maybe make it go down, you want to gain something else. You want to sacrifice your swordsmanship for like magery or a different kind of weapon. You put the arrow down and you'll lose points in swords and gain it in whatever you're practicing at that moment. And this interface and menu is very similar to Ultima Online and had the same exact concept with the game skill system with the lock up and down arrows. But you do have abilities here, so you can use different abilities. So you have swordsmanship, magery, mining. They spell tinkering wrong, but again, it's an early access. And I like how tinkering is a puzzle piece. Lumberjack, tailoring, refining. And they have a lot of crafting skills actually. Healing. Oh, let's loot this brown chicken. And he's got some chicken feathers for me. Nice guy. All right, we got 6 of those. Let's go ahead in our quest too. Let's see, cartography. And again, I can already tell Neojac, the guys behind this game, were very much inspired by Ultima Online. And we've seen actually a lot of Ultima Online inspired MMORPGs kind of trying their luck at the market lately. You have Legends of Aria and Albion maybe not to a full degree, but maybe, Shroud of the Avatar certainly, as well as Legends of Aria. I got the stones, bro. Huzzah! All right, now continue to the next quest. All right, bro, I will. All right, where's the next quest? This one. Speak to my friend, the guy over there. He's still glowing though. Obviously, the game needs a lot of polish. It's worth mentioning. It's very early on in development. I probably should have said that way earlier. You can see there's not a lot of people playing right now. It's early access and it costs money. So now people are going to be spending money on a game that's nowhere near complete. Is this the guy we have to talk to? Yeah, let's go. Let's talk to you. And I think according to Steam, there's like 4 players online right now. So the game is definitely in development still, and it's trying to do some cool things. You can see these plots of land over here. These are actually land that anyone can buy in the game. You see the little icon next to it. I guess that's what the icon means. So if you have enough money, you can place a house here, I believe. And the housing exists in the persistent world. It's not a zoned instance like most games. You can place those houses, again, just like Shards Online / Legend of Arya. They exist in the persistent world, which I think is pretty awesome. And let's go talk. What was my quest again? What did that guy want me to do? And again, it's unfortunate the world is empty right now. And because it's buy to play, I don't think many people are going to play it. I honestly think they should just make the game free to play, at least during early access. Get people on the game, get people testing it. Maybe they want to save their release for when it's more close to done. Okay, go to the bank. And I have a key for Jack the Banker. Give him this key. All right, we're gonna give the key to the banker, which I think is over there. I kind of wish we can change the camera. I don't think we can. You got this locked view almost. I mean, no, we can go up and down, but we can't seem to change the camera, which is certainly a bit odd. But regardless, you can figure most of it out. Let's go in here. Let's jump right in. But I wouldn't recommend this game right away to most people, only because it's nowhere near done. You're gonna be playing a game that's basically super early in development. I mean, calling this early access even maybe a bit of a stretch. But the core systems are there. You have the crafting mechanics. You have the combat mechanics. It's odd that you literally start with no money. Do we have any money? We start with no 50 copper. We start with no weapon. So I mean, ideally, I want to get we gotta get some quests over here. We can drop stuff off at the bank if we want to. Let me see one more thing. If the items are persistent in the world itself. So I drop this. I don't want to drop that. Let's drop the chicken feathers. Delete. No, unfortunately, you can't drop the items. One thing I liked a lot in Ultima Online back in the day was you could actually drop an item and it would be on the floor, and literally anyone can walk over and pick it up. And this was back in 1998. It came out in 97. I started playing in 99, I think. So around then when I started playing. But from the get-go, you could drop an item and anyone can pick it up. Let's go punch this sheep over here. There's got to be a merchant somewhere. Let's go buy a weapon. Maybe my 50 copper. Hopefully it's enough. If not, I can sell my sick chicken feathers and trade it for a weapon. But even the early on experience definitely needs work. I mean, I get the fact that the game throws into the world, much like Ultima, like questing was an afterthought, and I suspect in this game too, because it's inspired by Ultima, developers don't really care about questing, and it's not a questing game. It's about the sandbox. It's about the game's skill system, open PvP, persistent housing, the farming as well. But in Ultima, it just threw you in the game world as well. But at least Ultima had like no quests either, and the game functioned well. But it did give you a weapon, so it's very odd that this game didn't even bother giving you a weapon. Or in the character creator, you don't choose some of your starting skills. Bandage recipe. So you need these recipes to make bandages. But can we sell something to you? I don't know. Here, I'll give you my rock, bro. No, I don't want to delete my rock. So how do we sell to this guy? Maybe he doesn't want to buy anything. We'll go find someone else. I do want to find M is my mailbox. Can we pick up a bit? All right, this is definitely a rudimentary map as well. But I do want to find a place I can buy my sword. Or we're going to be punchers forever. I know Ultima had a skill called wrestling, so you can actually gain skill in wrestling. And you can do damage with your punches. Archery. We got cooking. We got fishing, lockpicking, stealing. Stealing is pretty cool too, because in Ultima, again, I keep mentioning Ultima. I apologize, but this is clearly inspired by Ultima. Yo, did we just chop that tree down? No, we didn't. You cannot perform that action. Are we chopping it down? Hold on. It's just hiding it. I don't think I have an axe to chop it down yet, so I can't. It wouldn't let me. But normally, you could chop these trees down and get logs that way. Again, you'd be gaining whatever skill you're using. But ultimately, you could steal with stealing. You can actually take items from other players, which is really cool. Like literally from their inventory. Skinning, gathering, bow making, hewing, leatherworks, and farming. So clearly, they're emphasizing crafting a lot more than combat right now. We're gonna punch this chicken because I have no other weapon right now. But I don't think I can gain any combat skills because we don't have any combat skills. We have the only combat skill seems to be swordsmanship and magery. These are the only two abilities you have for fighting stuff. Can we use this? No, you need reagent. You need some ginseng, which is spelled incorrectly as well. So you need reagents to cast spells. Maybe Fireball doesn't need it, but regardless, I can't use these skills. I don't have the magery required, I guess. But it's odd that it doesn't give you anything to start with. It's definitely it's a game to avoid for now, I think. But I see the foundation, and as someone that played Ultima, that tried Legend of Arya, I mean, if you want this hardcore experience, maybe keep an eye on Arcfall, because what it's trying to do, I think, is admirable, especially in a market where we've seen so many Korean grinders, right? And even though this is very clearly an Ultima-inspired game, not necessarily too original, but compared to all the other games we've seen today, it's definitely different. You don't see too many Ultima-inspired games, though. Unfortunately, all the Ultima games don't seem to do too well, because I think the hardcore experience is not what most people are looking forward to. But I love the fact that the persistent housing is there. Like, I love that feature in so many games, and I hope this game implements it well too. But we haven't seen a persistent house yet either, because We're playing, I think, the US server. There's a US and European server. But again, we haven't seen a single player. Steam says there's 4 players online. But I like what they're trying to do. I'm going to keep an eye on it personally. But I don't think it's worth playing in early access right away. And again, if you like the Ultima experience, keep tabs on it. But yeah, if you guys do want to play Arcfall or learn more about it, do check out the full review on MMOs.com. On the link below. Look at that riveting combat, right? Obviously, there's so much they got to work on. There's like the typos, like you can start gathering stuff by not even looking at it. All these little things, but you know what? It's super early access. If you paid for it, I can see the frustration. Otherwise, you know, just wait for a full release or wait till it gets way closer to done. Anyway, guys, later.